Hi there, today on Typical Books we're doing the BookTube Island Castaway tag. Now it's been a while since I did a tag until I did the last one by BookBuds, the Can't Be Books tag, and I was tagged in this by Regina or Batilda at Regina's Haunted Library like 2 months ago, so I am very late to the game. But I recently watched Elizabeth Sagewood do this exact same tag, and it was so fun, and it reminded me that I was really late to do mine, and I really wanted to. When I first watched this tag, I thought it was great. I love tags where we get to talk about channels we watch and love and other readers. So if you're looking for other booktubers to follow, here is a great list. The original tag was done by AJ Dunn Reads and Writes, so definitely give his channel a follow and check out the original video, which I'll link down below. And then we'll start on our island adventure. This reminds me of that text-based game, you know, when you're like on a pirate island or whatever. I'm not sure what it's called. Some of us might remember, but yeah, it's all text-based. You come across a hut whose inhabitant decides to be your guide. Which booktuber do you trust to guide you across the island? And I trust Alex, the bookubus. I'd trust her to not lead us into any danger, that's for sure. And of course to have a really cool companion to start my island adventure with when I wake up on this, I guess, abandoned island or whatever with a bunch of booktubers on it. I don't really get it, but she's read enough books that begin with women in peril that she would know what to not do. Then, number 2, we set off in search of food and come across a booktuber who can feed you. Who is it? It's Merce from Harpies in the Trees. She has some snacks, I know, from some of the book subscription boxes that she has, and she also has really great taste in decadent sweet treats, and I know that we would have a nice little tea time of snacks and goodies, and she may have some tea that she didn't like that I could have. Your guide somehow gets lost, and you're thirsty. Which booktuber could lead you to water? Well, it's a shame that I lost Alex. That's no fun at all. But I know that Josh from Coffee Cats and King would know where there's water because he needs water to make coffee. And that we could also just see which way the cats don't go, and that would be where the water is, I figure. So there'd be a way that he could figure out where the water is, and then we could have a cup of coffee. Number 4 is yikes. You fall into a hidden pit. Which booktuber would you look to get out? Who could get me out of this pit? Vio from Pay Attention. Definitely. I think that he has enough books that we could stack them up. He could just throw them down the pit and I could stack them up. Not only just to make a pile that I could get up, I could probably get a spiral staircase going in that thing. Or he'd have a sturdy guitar strap that he could help me up with. I think that would be about right. Number 5, the salty air is destroying your clothes. Which booktuber would you let clothe you? And that would be Marie McWilliams. Marie has a lot of clothes. Marie has really cool pictures on her Instagram, and I've seen a very cool picture of plaid pants that aren't exactly my style, but they would be sturdy and they would be something durable that we could get across this island and still kind of look cool doing it, and would probably go with the t-shirt or whatever I'm wearing, or I could borrow one because she has a load. She also has some nice hats too, so I'm sure I could borrow a hat to ward off the sun's rays. Number 6, even castaways need distractions. Which booktuber do you find who gives you the entertainment that you need? And we're all super entertaining. I like watching. Someone doesn't have to be entertaining for me to love their channel, but Cameron Chaney at Library Macabre or the Book Movie Guy, his channel has the lights and the sound and the everything. He has so many books to entertaining conversations. We could talk about Dorchester, I think, forever. And he just has a winning disposition, and he is a born entertainer. I don't know what he would have to say about that, but he is. And I think that his channel has that whole package, if you will, of entertainment. Number 7, shucks, you've been hurt. You need to find a booktuber who can heal you. Who is that? Elizabeth Sagewood. Not only is she an empath and could probably discern my own pain before I could, more so than I could because I'm not very expressive really, but she would have an idea of the sports medicine perhaps needed, even in a rudimentary manner, to know how I could maybe make a little sling, or where I should or shouldn't put pressure on something, or if I needed hot or cold on it. She would probably have a really good idea of that, and she's just a nurturing person, so I think that would be a perfect pick. She'd definitely be able to help me find some herbal remedies. I'm sure there's something on this island that would help either staunch bleeding or we could make into a poultice. So I'm pretty sure that between some actual tried and true sports medicine we can use, some herbal medicine as well. Now it's raining. Number 8. Which booktuber do you meet who could build you a solid shelter? And that is Regina or Batilda or both from Regina's Haunted Library, because I think it would take all three of us to make a real good shelter anyway. But we've also probably got 20 umbrellas between us and maybe parasols, and we have scounds of scarves and shawls and capes. So we could probably make a pretty cool shelter out of that, or at least stay dry. I don't think any of us would want to ruin our hair. Number 9, you come across a booktuber who challenges your perceptions. Who is it? And that is Juan from Plagued by Visions. Even though we see eye to eye in a lot of things and read a lot of the same sorts of books, he's looking at it from a very a higher educated lens than I. So he's always got some takeaway that I'd have never had, and always has me looking at books I read in a whole new way. And it comes from a completely different place as me and is of a different age. So there's just so many cool differences for us to see things a lot the same often, but those differences are what makes it such rich insight. So definitely Juan. Number 10, you find the source of all knowledge on Booktube Island. Which booktuber holds that knowledge? And that is Katie at Chapter Stacks. She has been on Booktube for a very long time, and she was one of the first channels I ever saw covering horror when I was trying to make a horror only channel. Poorly, I might add. She was doing very well with having some different thriller mystery, and she'd come out of doing YA stuff and into horror, which she loves and she continues to do. So she's probably been here the longest I can recall, and I still love her channel. Number 11, you finally have a chance to be rescued. Which booktuber do you trust to save you? And that would be John at Books of Blood. He's been around. He's a smart guy. He's probably been on this island a couple times. So I trust that he would know what to do, and he'd want to get off the island quickly and not dilly-dally. So yeah, definitely John from Books of Blood. Number 12 is you've been saved, tag another booktuber, but I am so late getting to this. As I said, go check out AJ Dunn Reads and Writes, and consider yourself tagged if you're watching this, because it is an open tag and it's been a while. So yeah, check out the original tag, check out other booktubers tags as well. I'm tagging this as #castaway as the original poster asked, so that we can all check it out. So you can probably click on that tag and find more videos like this. Coming up next, I will have a video talking about Dreams from the Witch House and talking about some of the ladies of horror fiction books that I read for that readathon, which I'm just wrapping up over the next couple days. So thanks very much for watching, and have an ooky spooky day.